Hello and well. What's going on? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Check. Who turned the music so loud? There we go.
I had to get myself off the track because this car is a terrifying monster of a car, and you just don't want to be in the way or be anywhere near it when someone is racing, because it will totally rip your face right off. Okay, so I've had several people asking me about this race, and at first they didn't know what people were asking me. Some people were asking me about an endless endurance race at Brands Hatch, and I didn't think it was possible. And another one specifically asked me for this, and so that's why I'm doing it, because someone specifically asked me about this race. I'm guessing that's what other people were meaning. I've never seen a possible version of this, and I don't think it is. But either way, nuts, I sure blew that corner. Either way, I figured, you guys might not mind seeing this monster car, because driving this car here is like no other car. Like, usually at Brands Hatch, you're going to have 4 braking points, right? So start finish line here, right after the dirt appears, usually you'd be on the brakes for a little bit and then blast through this corner. Then second, you're on the brakes here, so that's the second braking point. Then we have this slight elbow, then a bigger corner, braking again. And then we don't have to brake here, although in some cars you do, but anyways, definitely having to brake at that turn that is similar to Parabolica at Monza, but let's just say it's a parabolic turn. Parabolic turns are really hard. So 4 braking points in most cars, 5 in some, although honestly, you very rarely would have to brake for this little elbow right here. Anyhow, in this car, it's only 2 braking points. So, believe it or not, for instance, if there's no one in my way, there's no brakes here. Look, slight lift off the gas, that's it. Definitely braking here, it's a big hairpin. And then for this corner here, no brakes are required. In fact, we're gonna see if we can make that into a full throttle corner a little bit later. It's ridiculous. This car is ridiculous. You can push it too far. Like, I could be on the throttle a little bit more on corner 1 than I am, but it's really bad when you stay in the throttle too long there, because you go way off into the sand. This corner shocked me. It's not a hairpin. I mean, it is a hairpin, but it's more of a parabolic hairpin, so you can carry more speed in that corner. I'm on the brakes so little for that corner. So really shocking to me. Here we are already at 12 kilometers. Now, I didn't look up very much with this race. I ran a few tests, but usually before I run an endurance race, I would look at the math. So if the race pays really bad, then, oh, nuts, I really blew it. If a race pays really bad, I generally won't even test it, because just why bother? The gold standard is Porsche short track. The reason why it's the gold standard is because it pays good and it's easy. Now, please guys, I don't mean any disrespect if you currently find that race difficult. First few times I did it, it was impossible for me, especially if you aren't used to no assist racing. And when I first tried it, I was used to no assist racing, but looking back, I was not very good yet. Eventually, it becomes easy. Like when I do that race in the Audi R8 LMS Ultra, which is kind of the gold standard car, now it's incredibly easy for me. I can't even tell when I hit the perpetual point. I only need to take 1 cut the entire race, and that's fine for me. And the reason why, oh, look at that, blew the corner. I was on the curb too much and tried to take it too fast. Reason why the Audi R8 LMS Ultra is kind of the gold standard there is because it's not very much money to fully upgrade that car. So, it gets you the cheapest access to that race. Anyhow, all that being said, here we are at Brands Hatch. And you will see, like right now the traffic's still kind of annoying sometimes. Bots will never drive over into the green area I was just in. You can have your left side tires fully into the sand. See that? That was my first experiment with it full throttle, I believe. If you take that just right, you stay full throttle without going off track, but it's difficult. Now, getting back to what I was just saying here, we'll watch this again. I'm going to go over into the green a bit. See that? My left tires were in the sand, no loss of traction, and it's not off track. So you only have to have your right sides in the green there. Kind of cool. And this corner, boy, this corner's crazy. Like, man, I start pushing that more and more, the amount of time that you actually have to brake. It's just crazy. So here I want to lift a little bit earlier, not hit that curb too much. That was nice. And like I was trying to say before, I never finished the statement. Bots will never even get into the green on that corner, so you can always do an outside overtake at corner 1 very easily at Brands Hatch. They just totally get out of your way. The parabolic turn there, I know that's not necessarily the name, but when I say parabolic, I'm referring to a shape, like a parabola. There are several parabolic turns in this game, so I'm not talking parabolica, which is a specific corner at Monza Autodrome. I'm talking about the shape of a parabolic, like a parabolic curve. Anywho, and this monster roars. It is an intimidating monster. Now, you might have noticed, the traffic is getting thinned out. So only now is my timer starting to get a little bit low, and I'm starting to wonder, where is this perpetual point? Ooh, that was a risky pass. Oh, that's a difficult corner because they do go right to the outside. So, how much does this monster cost? Well, 1,150 gold to purchase it. To fully upgrade it? Are you sure you want to ask me that? Okay, well, here it is. $6,096,400 dollars and 5,945 gold. Can you believe that? The last engine upgrade alone is 1,310 gold. So you really want to wait for a sale before you dive into this car. Like, I earned this car when it first came out, when it was first available, and I still waited at least a year for a sale before I bought those upgrades. It is a ridiculously amazing car. Probably the most enjoyable car to drive in the whole game. The McLaren MP4X can earn more money, but it's a harder car to handle. This one's more forgiving. Just a monster. You just toss it into corners and it sticks. Like, let's see here. This is clear. Let's see if I can full throttle this. Like, look at that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Wow, and then here, look at this. Do an inside pass and just dominate him. Although he'll get on my bumper. That's because of Ghost Nitro. Never mind that nonsense. And the 5-second disappearing period in a race like this feels like it's forever because they're on your bumper for so much of the track. Okay, so, whoops. I got too much into the grass when I was trying to turn, and then it's not hard to lose the back end in this car. So here's something about endless races. If it's super hard to reach the perpetual point, it's often super hard to keep it going, borderline impossible. And I'm getting dangerously low on time, and I'm not seeing any evidence of a perpetual point. And I've gone really far. Like, oh nuts, another mistake. Yes, I've made some mistakes, but nothing super critical. I've had no crashes, I've got no damage on my car, no massive errors. So guys, the verdict for me is this isn't possible. Now, I would love to hit 40 kilometers. I'm getting super low on time. I'm going to see if I can take a cut and just get an extra 10 seconds. Nuts, I threw it too late. 40 kilometers is certainly possible here, maybe even 50 if you did this whole race using clock management. But not worth it to me. This isn't worth your time. 8.5 minutes of actual race time, not very much, but you're going to see here the pay is just not good. It's just not worth it. There's lots of other places you can do this. I'll throw up some links that I did in this car. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you liked it, please press like. Please subscribe. We could do some other crazy races, and uh-oh, we're glitching out here. I gotta go.